Hi everyone, welcome to Amsterdam. We're here covering IBC, which is basically the NAB of Europe, and it's a lot like NAB. A lot of production tools. Everyone's speaking another language most of the time, but outside of that, pretty much the same. And so I had a few things that I was looking for specifically, and I found a lot of them. So I'm going to walk you through and just show you a handful of things that we found here at IBC in Amsterdam. So we're here at AJA, and a couple years ago you saw me talk about the Key Pro. The Key Pro, of course, is the ultimate hard drive solution for recording from REX1s. So that's what we use it for mostly. But from any camera, outputs from your mixer, outputs from wherever. You have SDI in, you have analog in, you have HDMI in, you have all those outs. You can record to a drive, you pop this little drive out, and you send it out. So we talked about all of that, and we were really excited about it. The only problem is that there were a lot of times we wish we had something just a little bit smaller and a little bit cheaper. And that is what they've done right here. So this is the Key Pro Mini. Now this is $19.95, so this is half the price, and it's about half the size. So what we have here is, of course, it's all digital. So there's no... Right, what you don't have here is, except for the audio, you don't have any analog in and analog out. They just couldn't fit it in there. It doesn't do the up-down convert that you're kind of used to with most of the AJA products. Once again, they couldn't fit it. But you do have HDMI in, you have SDI in, you have LTC in, you've got length so you can control it with the camera or back and forth. You got a LAN, I think that's mostly for a setup. And then, of course, you have mic. You can add plus 48 or get a line. And then you have, there's your power. It's the regular 4. And what you have here are two CF cards, two independent CF cards, so you can't have them span over that while you're recording, but they are pretty nifty. And so if you're looking for something a little bit more portable that's going to get you out, you can attach it to your camera. If you look over here, you'll see one of these that is you've got a nice plate. I think the plate's about $75 that you can hook onto your railing and pop this up here. Of course, there's I believe a V-mount option. There's a bunch of other options that you can add to these to really embed them with the camera. So if you're looking for that, great way to especially record Apple ProRes straight from your camera and not have to deal with any of the in-between, and have this kind of great little setup. We have found that the Key Pro has been just key to our pipeline, and having the Key Pro Mini is going to make it that much better when we need something just a little bit less expensive and a little bit smaller. So we're here at Adamus, and what they have is the Ninja, and so this is it says Enter the Ninja, and but what you have here is this is a little recorder, a ProRes recorder that is tiny. Now it's HDMI in, so this is HDMI in. Of course, you've got analog in, analog out for headphones. You also have a LANC in and out, so that you can have controls. But what you're looking at here is this is something you can attach to your camera or to your tripod, and it is also an interface. So, I mean, it's also a playback, so you can use it as preview, but you can also actually control it. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to let you record in any of the flavor, not any of the flavors, but a lot of the Apple ProRes flavors, so LT, HQ, 422. It's going to play back natively as, all the frame rates that you'd expect, 24, 29.97, 59.94, all of those things play back. You also have two batteries, which means you can kick one battery off and put another one on, put two long ones on, so it can really last for a long time, and you can use any hard drive that you want. So there's nothing that is proprietary here. You can put any 2.5-inch or almost any 2.5-inch hard drive or Intel SSDs into the machine and record on them. So the storage is really up to what you decide you want to put into it. So it's $9.95 US, and this is something that I'm gonna want to test soon. So 3D is something that a lot of us are getting into, but how do you capture it to a desktop system? I mean, there's all these huge, complex ways of getting it into your the ingest, getting that to work. And Blackmagic now has finally created a solution that is actually workable on a desktop platform. So this is called the Decklink HD Extreme 3D. And what you have here is the ability to actually hook up two cameras, SDI, HD SDI, analog. And you can actually hook them up here and capture both of them at the same time. So you can ingest them both as Apple ProRes or whatever format you want. It's going to bring both of them in, give them a left and a right, and then you're actually able to figure out how you're going to play them back through an NVIDIA card or whatever else you want. But this is a great solution to get started, and I'm going to have to try it with 2 of our cameras at the office. So hopefully you'll see us doing more tests of this soon. Once again, this is the Blackmagic DeckLink HD Extreme 3D.